Ladies and gentlemen, Latvian presidency occurs at a time when we assess what we have done, when we evaluate the challenges, and when we strike new targets for equal rights of men and women in the future decades, on the world level. I'm very honored to participate in all these processes. Human dignity, freedoms, and equality are signs or hallmarks of legal and democratic states. Women equality, empowerment includes all these traits. When we take care of the women's position, we also take care of more equal and better society. Gender equality and women's right issues are the priorities of Latvian presidency. In the focus, we have the situation, we have the equal rights, we have mainstreaming, especially as regards employment, social, political and health issues, as well as development cooperation policies. In order to promote equality, we should ensure equal rights in the labor market and also in the political situation. We have to remove structural obstacles and stereotypes. That is why it is very important that people understand these issues, and we have to involve men and boys in order to avoid all types of discrimination. For this, it's very important to have good practice and good experience, exchange of experience, social partners support, civic society participation, and knowledge on national, regional and global level. I'm quite sure that the results of the conference will provide essential contribution to the discussions about the cooperation development for the future. The goals, the tasks should be universal, ambitious, inclusive, and result-oriented. They should cut through the priorities of women and men. And that is why Latvia, like other countries, has expressed its support for the goals, and this should be included in the framework for 2015. In conclusion, I'd like to say that our society consists of men and women, more or less equally. So, equality principle is not an end in itself. It's a way how we can create life which is full of dignity, without discrimination, and which supports freedom of choice for all of us. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to express my gratitude to Mr. Maxwell for fostering lively discussions that were guiding us forward common conclusions. Also to the speakers for sharing the experience and making suggestions. And to all of you participants for your interest and participation at the conference.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm truly pleased that this conference has gathered a wide range of participants. And we have representatives from governments, international organizations, civil society, as well as private sector and philanthropists. This is a major challenge for me, to keep your attention span at the very end of this conference and to sketch out the future steps. The different opinions today helped us to arrive at several significant conclusions that would create the basis for the final document of the conference. First, that I would like to mention and to underline in this discussion is a conclusion that the political leadership in ensuring gender equality is also one of the cornerstones to change the perception of the society. Another conclusion is that it is necessary to invest more in order to ensure women's empowerment, because these are not costs but investments in the future. And the third, the gender equality is not possible without comprehensive data about the existing differences, and many people mention that it is necessary that we have good quality and trustful data. And the fourth conclusion is that such things as the access to education and free choice related to reproductive health are preconditions for women to participate better in economic and political processes. The education and private sector can help women to participate better in the economic and political processes. And we have to create the environment where women can make their choices about the investments and the planning of their private businesses. It was also identified that the gender equality is a universal problem, and it is a challenge not only for the developing countries but also for the EU. These are kind of 7 preliminary conclusions of this conference, but it is clear that today's discussions have proved that we can not think only about how to increase the GDP from purely economical point of view. We have to ensure that women can use their full potential, and women and girls are not only beneficiaries of economic growth but also the contributors to it. As I mentioned, that findings and conclusions of the conference today will be summarized in the report that will be disseminated to the participants before the end of this month. And this report will contain also solutions to remove barriers that exist for women's empowerment. And it will feed into the future EU and UN negotiations about the next set of global development goals and their implementing instruments. Ladies and gentlemen, this conference takes place in historical and challenging times. By September, all countries of the world have to agree on the new post-2015 Sustainable Development Goals. During the discussions, we saw that people from different regions and sectors are in agreement that from political communications, we have to move to real actions. Helen High, when opening her shoe manufacturing facility in Ethiopia, provided 3,500 jobs. And Spinner Circle experience showed that by ensuring access to training materials, we can not only increase employment but proliferate beauty in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the European Year for Development, and March will be devoted to the rights of women and girls. This gives an opportunity to raise awareness about the role of gender equality in sustainable development. Gender equality can be implemented only by ourselves. And this is not only formality, this is our joint responsibility. And therefore, I'm especially pleased that the participants of today's conference were actively taking part in the photo shoots session organized by Latvian Platform for the Development Cooperation by committing themselves to protect the rights of women and girls. And to conclude, I would like to thank again all the participants of the discussions, organizers, and all who have contributed to the successful event of today. Thank you very much to all of you for the participation.
Last but not least, I invite all of you to the reception here in the lobby of the National Library of Latvia to raise the glass for our dignity, our world, and our future, where, in the words of Hillary Clinton, equality for women becomes the finished business in the 21st century. Thank you.